We are builders. We are crafters. We are fighters. We are Bear Hill Shire.
This is Sir Chris LaPine, Angus McBarrow. Today we're doing grilled meatloaf with grilled green beans, mashed potatoes, and crescent rolls. What we need today to do this is going to be steak sauce, ketchup, Italian dressing, breadcrumbs, garlic salt, a little bit of Mrs. Dash. I have here already pre-cut up, which is like about 1/4 of a green pepper, 4 or 5 fresh mushrooms, half an onion. Good 2 tablespoons of butter for that. Good 2 tablespoons of butter for that. This is about half a pound of fresh green beans, 1 egg, 2 pounds of meat. You need a bread pan, metal, mixing bowl, tin foil, and a grill set up with charcoal, which I'll show you later how to set that up. So once you've got your mushrooms and your onions and your green peppers cut up, and just about that size is fine. Put the butter in there. We're gonna salt them up really good. The garlic salt and the Mrs. Dash. That's useless. We'll put that on the stove and saute that while we're working on the rest of this. So here on my brand new stove, because I broke the other one, we're going to go ahead and turn these down here on about medium high. Let it sit for a little bit, and we're going to lid that. We'll come back to that in a minute. You want to keep stirring these. We really don't want them to burn. Brown is good. To do the mixture, first things first, clean hands. And these are the best mixtures in the world when it comes to meatloaf. Having all your stuff pre-cooked is great. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to put the egg in there. And then we're going to do the meat. Eggshells make great compost, by the way. We're buying chicken soon. We're going to give it a good squirt of the Italian. Shake it up first. Good squirt of the ketchup. About 1/4 cup. I'd say I probably put in maybe 1/8 of a cup of this, maybe. The steak sauce. About that. Whatever that is. Breadcrumbs. A good bit, about that much.
Those aren't measurements.
About that much, I guess. What is that? Like a cup? Cup, maybe? This is like, I don't know, 2 tablespoons, 1/8 of a tablespoon, and another 1/2 tablespoon. For the green beans, and while I'm waiting for my veggies to saute, we'll let that sit for a second. So I'm going to put my veggies in here. I'm going to try to line them all up the same way. Butter goes on top. Garlic salt. And we're just going to make a polish. So I'm just going to roll on the sides here. Put butter down in there. This is just going to sit on the grill for about 15 minutes with the meatloaf. It's going to sit right on the grill. And we'll just put that off to the side. So I got a good saute going here. What we're really looking for is not to burn the bottom of the pan, but we do want to get those mushrooms nice and brown. You want to get the onions so they're kind of see-through, like that. So we're going to turn the heat down to a little bit lower. And just to get some of that caramelization off the bottom, I'm going to add a little bit of water. And that'll definitely help with the And this is gonna cook in the meatloaf. And once we got that really, you can see that nice brown caramelization going on, that's what we want. That's all the meaty goodness right there. That's what you want to see. Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna take our caramelized, again, not fully cooked. Dump those right in there. And we're gonna give that, oh, I don't know, like a minute, so I don't stick my hand on top of that right away. Well, I'm gonna dive right in. You may have to add some more breadcrumbs, so it's always handy to keep one hand that's not all beaded up. Okay. You want a nice, if you made a meatball out of this, it would stay in that shape. That's the consistency I want. I'm gonna take my pan. Just gonna load all this in there. Some people put this on a flat sheet, which is a good idea, and it will drain a lot of the grease off. The problem with this is the grill, you're gonna have a fortune cookie sheet after you're done pulling it off of that grill. So unless you got a really heavy duty cast iron pan that you can put on there, I would highly recommend doing it this way with a bread pan. Just gonna pack it down. And once I got it packed down, I'm gonna put a little divot in the middle with my fingers, just to give it a place for that grease to go on the top. And then we'll drain it again before we serve it, just to get all that extra meaty goodness off the top there. You also want to do tinfoil on top of this to keep it with a mini oven effect going on. Pull the tinfoil off the last 10-15 minutes of cooking. Because I don't have a thermal or an infrared thermometer, it's kind of hard for me to tell out there how long it's going to take. Convection cooking on a grill is always kind of a hit or miss science, so we'll have to kind of play that by ear. But usually, if you put it in the oven at 350, it would be about 45 minutes to an hour. If you did it at 425, it'd be about 45 minutes. I'm guessing that's going to be around 425 or so. So we'll put it in there for a good 30 minutes. When this comes off, when the tinfoil comes off of this, then we'll put the green beans out there. Right now they can just kind of sit here and be thawed a little bit. And let's go out to the grill. So this is the grill setup that we're going to use, and basically we're setting up a convection style grill where we've got all the charcoal over here and nothing on this side. We'll put the pan here, and then when the air comes through the bottom grates down there, it'll come and wrap around like an oven does. You really don't want to put the meatloaf pan right over the charcoals. So we're going to leave it here 30 to 45 minutes, and then we'll check it to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Good clean grill is the key to a good convection. We got our charcoals nice and white hot there. The wind's coming in this way. I want to put the vent on the bottom and the vent on the top facing that way so that we've got the circulation effect going on. That's going to go there on that side away from the charcoal. Just going to put this over here for now. And we'll come back to this in about 30 minutes. So I'll set a timer on that. We'll come back and check it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the tin foil off. It's been about 30 minutes on the grill. And we're gonna drain the grease off of this and we're gonna put it back on without the tin foil. To do this, I have the handy assistant here, the Baron of Bear Hill, Shire, with a spatula. And we have a grease cup there on the other grill. Tin foil goes off, and you can see we got a nice brown color going on there, but a ton of grease. So we want to get that grease off of there. I'm going to hold it up, and he's going to hold it in with the spatula so it doesn't fall out.
Let me know when you're ready.
Can't see over your hand. I can't stress enough, hot pads would be a good idea right now. We're putting that back on the same spot now. And I'm going to put the green beans right over the coals. So still want this convection going on here. And that should be a direct roast coming up right from the bottom. Again, same vents. going into the wind so that the wind comes in and goes out the bottom and creates this convection effect. This is what we want. We want this nice brown texture on top. It's nice and firm when we push on it. We're gonna let that sit for a second and we're gonna take this apart. As you see, we got a nice, very tender roasted green beans. We're just gonna give those a shake here real quick. Just to spread that butter and garlic around. The trick here is not to dump it into the grill. And then I'm just gonna plate that up. And we want to keep the tin foil on it so that it stays warm until we're ready to serve it. We're gonna do our last strain in the grease now, and then that'll be ready to serve.
JD, you blocked the shot.
Do you want me to drain the grease or you want me to keep a good shot?
Both.
Okay, so somebody wants to open the door. Okay, so that's our meatloaf on the grill. Looks just like regular meatloaf out of the oven, but it's just got a little bit more grill flavor to it. Here's the roast green beans. Here's the mashed potatoes that student Elizabeth Halverson, Peter's daughter made. Here's the crescent rolls that were the most hard part of this. And that's it. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, just give us a yell. Have a good one.
This has been a production of Bear Hill Films.
Here's the potato salad that Liz made.
Potato salad. Say hi to the Baron, everybody.
Hi.
It's not cool yet. The sun hurts. I'm an IT guy. The camera lens there. Recording. Recording. Okay. The biscuits are burning. Today we're doing grilled meatloaf.
Stop.
Go the fuck away. We don't need you anymore.
Fuck you.
I'm just gonna finger squish through those. Get out of the shot! I knew where it was.
No, you didn't.
Always clean hands. Always.
I don't hear no complaints. And you're complaining. You knew it was hot.
The sun, I'm melting! Kids.
Hey!
It's like we're Instagram influencers here.
Yeah.
Because the hair really made a difference with the ratty ass t-shirt.
No, I just like having my
And the holy t-shirt at that too. A holy ratty ass t-shirt.
I like having my hair up. What can I say?